This conference will now be recorded.
So before starting what PEGA is or before starting our demo, first let me tell you what is the process we follow in our institute. Okay, so in our PEGA institute, you will be having two types of PEGA programs. That is like PEGA regular program and the other one is like PEGA mastery program. PEGA mastery program, what you will be calling it like PMP. Okay, and this PEGA regular program, this is completely like an zero to advanced level. So where here will train you everything from zero. So considering you don't know anything about PEGA and considering you don't know any IT experience, or maybe if you are working in some company, if you wanted to brush up your skills, whatever, this is from zero to advanced level. And this particular program, so where you will be having like online plus offline. So people who are staying near to our institute, they can come here for daily class and they can sit here and practice it, and people staying away also, they can, if they wanted to come, they can come. And this program is completely like an online plus offline sessions. And in this particular program, so timings will be, or schedule will be like Monday to Friday, and timings is like 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST. So you are currently joining for this PEGA regular program. Timings will be like morning 8 to 9. And Saturdays, our institute will be opened and we will be available. You can call us for any kind of doubt clearing sessions, or maybe some kind of project review related part, or maybe some extra assignment related things. Whatever it is, we will be available. Even for mock interviews, we will be available on this one. Sunday, our institute will be completely closed, so there will not be any extra assistance also from our end on that day. Okay, and our institute timings here will be like, so morning 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. IST. So where you can come anytime in between and sit here and practice it. And maybe online people, you can just reach us, according to that we'll help you. Okay, and this particular program will start everything from zero, and we will be making you understand advanced concepts of PEGA. Okay, where we'll be covering all CSA concepts as well as CSSA concepts. What is CSA, what is CSSA, you'll come to know after few things, after few days. So generally, you people, if you wanted to go like an experienced, so some people might be having career gap, so they wanted to go like a little experience projected. Some people might be like 2024 pass out only, so there will not be any gap to be projected for them if they wanted to go like a fresher. Whatever it is, for every level we will be making you understand. So you can go like an completely fresher related with this training, as well as even like 5 years experienced also. There are people straight away projecting their profile like 5 years. So that level of training, no doubt you'll get it from here. And after each and every class, suppose today we started one topic, and for that particular discussion you will be anyway given with class recording. Soon after your class timing, you'll be getting class recording also. And along with this class recording, you'll be getting like practical document. Okay, so today what topic we covered, that practical document, as well as you'll be given with like theoretical document. And along with this, every topic related, you will be given like interview question plus answers. Suppose today we covered a concept like an activity, on the same topic you will be given interview question and answers. So you are supposed to complete on the same day itself. And you will be given like, so you'll be given like theoretical, advanced theoretical material on every topic. All these will be in PDFs format and you can just use that. And maybe in between, if you could not attend classes, suppose you enrolled for this program and sometimes you wanted to join online, and few days you wanted to join offline. Just a second. పంపించు. Okay, so this is the program what we are following. So maybe if you are enrolling for online and if you wanted to switch to offline, Maybe in between, if you wanted to switch from offline to online, swapping is also 100% possible. You need not worry about that. And maybe online candidates, so if they could not attend a class on that particular day, still you'll be getting recording, right? You can watch that recording in your convenient time, and then you can get back also for any questions. Will help you. Okay. And along with this, you'll be taken like mock interview for every 2 weeks. So consider today is Monday, maybe next Saturday, after 15 days, every 2 weeks you'll be taken with mock interviews. There will be testing you to what extent your expertise. So your communications will test, and maybe in terms of your body language, maybe in terms of your eye contact, everything will try to make you understand, like in mock interview related part. And after 2 months, consider after 2 months, maybe 50 percentage of our course is done. You are supposed to give mock interview by that, till that syllabus. Maybe if you are not completely mastered by that time, if you wanted to give mock interview maybe for first 25 percentage of the syllabus, or maybe 30% of the syllabus, also not a problem. So mock interviewers will help you. Okay. And along with this, we will be giving you with three real-time projects. So what are those projects? I'll show you in tomorrow's class. So we'll be like three real-time projects, and one project is completely related to banking, and one project is related to insurance, and next project is related to healthcare. So these three projects you will be doing, and out of which one project is what we will take care in our class completely. From day one till your end, I'll take care of this project where we'll make you understand from zero to advanced level, including integrations, everything. And these two projects you are supposed to do from day one. So these two projects with document and video you will be given with. So you are supposed to implement these two things. So as a whole, by end of our session, you will be done with three real-time projects. And requirements in project number one will not be matching with project two requirements, and requirements with the two will not match with third one. So all will be like different requirements, and if we can understand working on all these three, no doubt you'll get master in every concept of PEGA. Okay. And and along with this you'll be given like 100 plus daily extra tasks, daily assignments or extra tasks. So today if we are covering one topic, it's related recording, practical document, theoretical, and this along with the daily assignment also you'll be given with. So you are supposed to do all these assignments, and you are supposed to submit it also. So we'll be doing like an evaluation. So where we'll be just checking for whether you followed best practice in submitting or not. Maybe if you did not follow the best practice but still you got the output, so this kind of evaluation on assignments as well as mock interviews will be done. Okay. And this particular program will take around like 4 month time for you, completely from zero to advanced level. 4 months it will take. Okay. And if we just concentrate on this 4 months perfectly, we'll be helping you even with kind of job assistance also. Okay. After you are completely familiar with real-time projects and class related stuff, assignments, everything, if you're master, we'll be helping you even with job assistance. And there people generally go like an fresher related, and sometimes people will go even like an experienced also. So if you're completely master here, you need not hide any of your experience. You can straight away go like an experienced, where you can go like 3 years or 4 years level, and salaries also will be very good in that case. Okay. Fine. So this is all about our regular program, and this particular
Hello.
regular. Yeah. Tell me. Any questions?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, interrupting you. So your voice is breaking from the beginning.
Is
I
that for
tried to
everyone?
rejoin, but still I'm facing the issue. I
Yeah.
don't know
What?
if it's happening in YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Just hold on. What about for others? Can everyone other can hear me properly?
Yeah, it
It's
is
clear
clear.
for. Is that clear for everyone?
It's okay, Chandra.
Yeah, I think there should
It's
not be
pretty
any
good.
problem from my end. Okay, so is that for only one single person or even for others. That is what I'm cross checking. Others, they can hear me right properly in
Yes, we
terms
can
of
hear you.
screen wise.
Yes.
Yeah, in terms of screen wise as well as audio wise, there must not be any problem. And if any single person is facing issue, requesting you to rejoin. So maybe you might be joining with your mobile data, so that might be little slow. Okay, fine. So far, any questions on any of these points, anyone? So since you are like an enrolling for this PEGA regular program, you should understand what are the things we are following here. Okay, so everyone clear with all these things, right? Any questions? Clear, everyone? Okay. And even we'll be helping you with resume preparation at the end. Okay, and if you're looking for PEGA certifications, even with that we'll help you. Okay, so what are the certifications? And we'll be having three levels. What is level 1, what is level 2, what is level 3, and what certification you have to do at what level, what will be its cost. I'll talk about that after some time. So for now, in our PEGA regular program, you should understand what we are following. Okay, now, so after this 4 months, meaning in this regular program, if every one of you performing well, in that scenario, mastery program, which is will be like completely free. First, let me tell you what is mastery program. So mastery program is only for trained candidates. So people who are already trained, maybe at our institute or maybe other institutes, or maybe if they're already working in PEGA. Okay, so there will be scenarios where people working from past 5 years or 6 years there, and they might not be familiar with every PEGA concept. Even still today, there are cases where resources are facing multiple challenges in a task to be achieved. So if they wanted to brush up their skills, they will be joining for this PEGA mastery program. This is completely practical program where there will not be any training here. There will not be any training, and this is like where we will be making you to understand 400 plus real-time user stories. Real-time user stories, every user story related to activity or a data transform or integrations or Kafka, whatever you'll get in the real time, will make you to sit here and will make you to understand. And people generally enrolling for this program, they need not get into this mastery program also. That level of discussion anyway will be helping you in terms of real-time projects. So people doing all these projects and the assignments whatever we give, and extra tasks whatever we are providing, and maybe in terms of daily assignments. So if you people are following this program strictly, this mastery program need not be you don't require this also, but still we are giving this mastery program as like a complimentary for free. And one point here is mastery program, it will be running only in offline. So you are supposed to come to our institute, and all these 400 user stories will make you to sit here and will make you to do it. Why? Because in this particular mastery program, if you are got stuck at anywhere, okay, so it is very difficult for us to manage it in online. So taking screen share and doing it in class hours is like little difficult. That is the reason this program is targeted for offline, and that too this is completely targeted for outsiders in the sense our regular students, they will be getting complete knowledge from here itself. And additionally, whenever you call for mock interviews, we will be giving you this related extra tasks also for your extra practice. You people generally call for mock interview, and I'll be giving some extra tasks, and then you will be again calling me for any extra clearances, these things. So most of the knowledge you'll be getting from this initial program itself, and this is like extra free of cost if you are performing well in the sense whatever the daily assignments we give, you are supposed to complete it, as well as you are supposed to give regular mock interviews. That's it. You may or may not attend live classes because some people might be like working, they might not attend daily class, so they will be following recording and they will be calling us next day for any doubts. So whatever it is, you have to follow all the content. And if you are doing assignments and you will be doing like mock interviews, then this mastery program will be free. Okay, and this mastery program you can avail maybe in next to 1 year after your course is done. Maybe if your course is completed, maybe like December, just an example, from this December to next December, you can utilize this free opportunity. Okay, you don't require, also with this knowledge it is enough for you, but still we are giving you for this completely free, and you can avail this in the next 1 year. And if you are feeling like you know PEGA basics, and if you don't want to enroll onto this program straight away, you can enroll into this mastery program, then you have to make payment for this one. Understood, right? People enrolling only for mastery program, they'll make payment, and people enrolling for this program, they'll pay only for this one, and based on their performance, mastery program will be completely free. Okay, understood, right? Every one of you, everyone clear? Any questions on any of these two things? Clear, every one of you? Just at least say yes or no. Anyone having any questions on this?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Where is the
Clear,
institute
right?
located? I mean, exactly.
It is in Hyderabad. Hyderabad. You know it, right? It is in
Okay.
Hyderabad.
Yeah, where in
So,
Hyderabad? I mean, like,
okay, so Chandanagar.
okay.
So it will
Not in
be near to
Amirpur, right?
Miapur. It will be near to Miapur. So I'll just
Oh,
message me personally. Who are having anything, message me personally. We'll send you the location also. So by this time,
okay.
every one of you must be reaching me personally in WhatsApp. Okay. So are you, whoever has joined the demo, are you getting WhatsApp messages from us? Yes or no? Every one of you getting WhatsApp messages from us, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is there anyone not getting messages? If you are not getting messages, you might be joining today's demo maybe from your friend's reference. Okay, maybe your friend might have forwarded you our joining link. Okay, so what I'm requesting here is, this is our mobile number. Okay, this is our mobile number. So requesting everyone right away to take your mobile phones. Just take your mobile phone, this one. So just to take your mobile phone and WhatsApp us saying like, so join today's demo, join today's demo. So messages right away, I'll wait now, messages right away. So after this, you alone will be getting, whoever is messaging now, you alone will be getting today's class recording and extra documents, whatever it is. So you alone will be getting. So every one of you straight away message it in our WhatsApp. Online people also, please take your mobile phones right away, and in your WhatsApp, just message on this number, joined today's demo. You will be shared with our institute location as well as today's recording, documents, everything. Done, right? Better, huh? Online people doing it right? Just confirm once done so that we'll continue. Completed, everyone? చెప్పండి అయిందా లేదా? Completed, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this is like what the process we are following in our institute. Now let's start our actual demo. Okay. So now every one of you are getting registered for our PEGA regular program, considering you don't know anything about PEGA. So I'm starting from there. Okay. So before we starting, you'll be having multiple questions in your mind. What is PEGA? And what will be the salaries in PEGA? What will be the opportunities? Maybe you people might be having long gap. So are you really eligible for this or not? Maybe if you choose PEGA today, for next how many years you can survive in the market? Okay, maybe you might be from different streams, BTech or MCOM or MCA or BBA, whatever it is, whether you are really eligible for this or not. Some people will say like, I'm having distance education, so will this be really be helpful for me or not? So you will be having any number of questions in your mind. So let's try to understand everything from straight away. So the very first question what you get here is what is PEGA? Okay, we'll be understanding all these things by end of our session today. So let's start with what is PEGA. So the simple answer for this is PEGA is used for developing web applications. You take any web application. So you know IRCTC application, Amazon application, Facebook, Flipkart, Paytm, whatever it is. All these are web applications, right? So to design web applications, we are using PEGA. We are using PEGA. And that too, web applications are nothing new for us. Maybe from past 30 years, 40 years, we are having web applications. Now, PEGA, what is it coming and doing today? So PEGA is doing some extra advantage for us, right, in developing these things. What are those that you have to know? So you take any application, maybe like Amazon, just to develop this application, you have to take care of three layers designing. Okay, it will be having something called front end layer, also called UI, user interface layer, and this will be having backend layer, also called business logic layer, and it should be having database layer. So you take any web application, no doubt front end design must be there, backend must be there, and database must be there. Okay, and backend generally you will be using Java or maybe .NET or maybe Python, okay, or C sharp or C language, whatever it is. And front end, no doubt you have to go for HTML only. In every project, front end is like based on HTML, and for styles it is CSS. And backend everywhere SQL queries only. So you might be like a developer today in PEGA project. Maybe future you are switching to another project, Python project. Maybe next time you are switching to .NET project. Whatever it is, backend alone will be changed. Front end and database part will not change at all. So maybe if you are taking Amazon project might be completely running on Python. Backend might be Python. It will be having some front end screens, right? As I told you, front end will be designed only on HTML, and this will be having database part also where it will be executing SQL queries. And you take Flipkart project might be running on PEGA, just an example. This also will be having HTML at front end and database. You take Facebook project, this might be running on .NET. This also will be having HTML, this also will be having like SQL. So you take any background technology in the world, every background technology should understand HTML, right? So it should also understand SQL part. Okay, so this is called as generally universal technology. HTML, XML, okay, text. These formats are like HTML, universal, where it will be understandable by every technologies in the world. Now, if I'm designing one web application with this one, background might be Python, front end and database will be same. Now, if I'm designing one web application with this one, background will be PEGA. Okay, so what I'm saying is using PEGA, we can design all web applications. Front end part, database part, and middleware part, everything will be done. Everything will be automated. So consider if you go for developing a web application with Python as its backend. So what you have to do? You have to write lot of coding for this Python. Okay, you have to write coding for this HTML part, scripting part. You have to write SQL queries. So you should do this part and this part manually, then only one Amazon web application will be constructed. Consider this Flipkart application is running on PEGA. So PEGA, important point here is you don't require any coding at all. So PEGA has done something automated where using which its backend code will be automatically generated. So PEGA is one tool actually, it's not a technology. So it will be having Java technology in the background. Suppose if this is also having Java, you have to write your own Java code. You have to write your own HTML related code, SQL code. And now if the same is developed with PEGA, PEGA is something like automated Java. Background is completely Java, but you don't require Java skills. Okay, if I'm using PEGA, Java will be automatically constructed as well as HTML part also will be automatically constructed. If I simply drag and drop something, background HTML will be constructed, and maybe SQL queries also will be automatically done. So the major advantage of developing an web application with Pega is front-end part, database or back-end part, and uh, database part is like completely automated. Okay, so UI layer, back-end layer, database layer is completely done. Understood, right? So Pega is one automated Java tool where every required part is automated. Based on this statement, you should understand that there is no coding at all in Pega. Okay, so meaning you might not have any past experience. Some people will say like I don't have Pega knowledge, or maybe Java knowledge, or C language. I did not have any IT experience at all. I'm having very much experience in non-IT streams. Okay, so no worries at all. Every one of you should happily start your career in Pega since there is no physical coding. You don't require coding in front end, back end, and even database part also. Okay, so consider today you joined like Bank of America project, which is running on Pega. Okay, no? So what they will do, whatever the screen they wanted to design, UI part will be completely done, backend part will be done, Java part will be done, and even database part also will be completely automated. And this Bank of America project, they'll say like database, I want Oracle. Okay, and maybe if you are joining one more project like Citibank, okay, and you are developing some design there, and they will be also having some database, right? So Citibank, what they will say is backend or database we want like MySQL or Microsoft SQL, whatever it is. So your Pega project, whatever it might be, database you can connect customized. It's not like only one to be done. So your project might be using Oracle as their database, or maybe MySQL or Mongo, whatever it is. So Pega projects can be connected with your own databases. Still, it will write its own SQL queries. Not worry at all. Okay. So finally, this is one completely automated tool where it is using Java as its background, and it uses latest markup language. So no doubt front end everywhere it uses HTML only, out of which HTML5 is the latest one. Using this HTML5 you can design mobile applications also. So using Pega you can design web applications as well as mobile applications. It is automated with latest HTML, that is HTML5, and it is automated with latest CSS3, okay, latest style part. And you don't require any extra things to be learning for this Pega. Okay, so use as a whole straight away from today you can understand this Pega skills. Don't require any other things also. And in front end, as we're understanding, drag and dropping is to be done. So I'll show you that. Suppose today you joined one company. Okay, consider you joined one company today, maybe in CTS, for a developer in CTS. After your course is done, maybe after 4 months of your course is done, you'll start applying for jobs, right? And you might be joined like in CTS company. After you joining CTS company, you'll be given with one employee ID. Okay, and from there you might be on bench for 15 days. After 15 days you will be allotted with a project, right? Maybe projects will be like Bank of America or Citibank or maybe healthcare related. So projects will be mostly on banking, and projects will be based on healthcare, insurance, retail, likewise. So you'll be assigned for Bank of America project, meaning you are supposed to do all the tasks what an Bank of America is requiring, right? Okay, Bank of America, there might be having one credit card application, loans application, whatever those screens you are supposed to design. Meaning Bank of America will be taking like Pega license. Okay, they will be using Pega for their screens development. You are an just a contractor joining there. You are like full length employee in CTS, but maybe contractor for Bank of America. So you will be getting tasks from BOA client. So today after you joining company, you are given this task. So you are supposed to design this screen where we can see like one image, maybe one video, and some kind of right side form collecting. And if you closely observe the screen, you can understand this image is taking like 20% space. And maybe this video also might be like 20% space and something like continuously playing without any sound. Okay, and remaining 80 percentage you'll be having something like form data collected with something like blue color at the header and maybe one image, one collapsible arrow and other things. So this as it is you are supposed to design now. So for designing your front end screen, as I told you, you can simply drag and drop. So drag and dropping is like you have to take care of multiple things. Maybe if this is the screen what you are initially creating, what you'll do, you'll simply drag and drop one image, you'll drag and drop one video, maybe you'll drag and drop these things, right? If you simply drag and drop, the alignments will not be as what you are expecting. So initially, if you drag and drop an image, it will take 100% space. You should understand how to make it restricted with 20% that to the left side only. And maybe if I wanted to make this image sticking to the right side only, how to do this? So developing your front end screen is easy, but not that easy what you think. It's not that easy. It will be little challenging only. So where you have to take care of all the styles, you have to take care of alignments, how much percentage this first name is having with. Okay, and you have to take care of validation part also. So in the first name if I'm entering like 123, is this correct? No, right? You have to take care of validation. Suppose in mobile number I'm entering something like this, still it has to throw error. Even though it is valid mobile number, still it has to throw error. So it has to throw error saying like, so add +91 as the prefix or add +1 or with brackets, whatever it has to check for validation part. Okay, so compared to any technology, suppose I wanted to design this screen but not with PEGA, you are like a traditional UI developer. So there you have to write coding for each and everything and you have to get it done. Compared to that level of manual design, this is easy, but this itself is not that easy. So there will be little challenges. You have to understand everything logically. In Pega there will not be any coding at all, but it is not that easy. So you have to take care of extra logical thinking. Okay, suppose if I'm your interviewer, so I'll ask you, after entering email ID, customer should immediately get one email triggered. So how do you implement this in Pega? This is what I'll ask you. This is the requirement what you will get. Maybe in the traditional way, you have to write lot of Java code for sending an email. But in Pega, there is nothing like coding to be done. But what you will do, so that you have to understand, right? So the implementation part you have to know. So many people will still have many questions. If there is no coding on this, what will be the interview question and answers? What will be the requirements for this? So straight away they'll ask you how to achieve so and so requirement. So if I'm entering something like first name, it has to compare with last name and say like both should not be same. How to implement this in Pega? After entering email ID, mail has to be triggered for him as well as our bank manager. So how to implement this in Pega? So they will not expect you to write a Java code then and there. They will expect you how do you go for this implementation in Pega. So those things you have to know. Okay, so maybe for your requirement wise you are supposed to design this screen. What you'll do, you'll simply drag and dropping is like pretty interesting and it will be little easy also. And then you'll take care of this background colors, maybe images and this bold and this placeholder value and date of birth not accepting future dates and email id only TCS domains has to be accepted and Aadhaar card number format and PAN card format, and on clicking of this what will happen. Everything your business analyst they will give you detailed screenshots. I'll show this project tomorrow. So if you are attending tomorrow, then you can clearly understand this project. Okay, so this UI part is like pretty easy. Now, if I wanted to implement this UI part, let me show you if any screen is opened or not. Maybe I'm just opening some random screen. So this is your actual Pega tool. Okay, you don't know how we got this. I'll explain slowly. So in this particular screen, let me run and show you output also. So you can understand something like first name, last name, all this done, right? Maybe my requirement here is I wanted to include a button called register. So to include this button, maybe in the regular way, you have to write coding for that. At least one line of script or code you have to write. But in PEGA, just to include that, so simply drag and drop a button wherever you want. Just simply drag and drop a button, and double click on this, and you can customize its label also. Submit this and save it. Okay, and just check for the output. So you can get this button right. So this will be done in fraction of seconds from our end. Maybe in the regular way it will take long time. Suppose if I mouse over on this, I wanted to get some extra information. So even that, so maybe double click on this, there will be something called actions. On click of this or on hover of this, so there will be something like event as mouse over or maybe click whatever. On mouse over, what you wanted to do, you wanted to display some extra information like tooltip, right? So you'll simply go for smart tooltip, and whatever the message you want, you'll type it. So this is what I wanted to display. Just to submit this and save it. Just check it in the output. You can refresh existing screen. So just mouse around this. Are you getting this? So all these tasks can be done in very less time compared to your regular way. So if you wanted to design one web page with so and so actions, on click something while triggering, on mouse overing of it, maybe on clicking of submit button, entire data should be validated. Maybe on click of this, data should be stored into database table. Maybe data has to be stored into third party database table. So consider this as your onboarding application. Today, if you're joining one company, if I'm your HR, what I'll do, I'll just collect all your data, right? And after I entering all your information, if I click on submit, data must be stored into our database, maybe CTS database, as well as from this day onwards, you'll be having health insurance also applicable, meaning this data should be stored into your insurance database also, right? So on click of this, executing SQL queries onto our table as well as our third party table, how to do all these things you'll come to know. And for all this like UI part, so this is like UI, right? UI related design. So did we write any code now? No. Maybe after you clicking on this, background email will be triggered. Even for that, we don't write code. Maybe data has to be stored into our table as well as third party table. Even then, you will not write any SQL queries. Everything will be done automatically. You should understand the implementation part. So this you'll come to know only on practice. So this 4-month program is like completely what will make you understand on these practical things only. Okay, so just try to understand that. So you are given a task with some kind of user interface to be done in this way, where you'll take care of validation, styles, each and everything. Maybe after user interface part is done, maybe you are supposed to include a button called register. Okay, maybe if your requirement is to include a button called register. On click of this register button, we are understanding two things. First one is like email triggering, and next one may be like database part. Both are like backend things, right? So for email we require Java coding. Since you are using PEGA tool now, PEGA background is what? Java, right? So here Java coding must be there. And again, on clicking of this button, data must be stored in their database table. So database understands only SQL queries. Database will understand only SQL queries. Database will not understand Java, .NET, Python. This understands only SQL queries. So how Java part will be done now, how database part will be done, you have to know. So for that, you take any of your backend requirement, maybe sending an email or sending an SMS or sending a data third party application or showing pop-ups, whatever it is, for any of your task, background Java code will be ready made there. So there will be something called send simple email. Okay, so if we just click on this one, okay, you'll see one existing one, as well as you'll be seeing like send email notification, send email notification. Let me search for that. You'll see something like available, and here there will be Java code. So this Java code is required for sending an email to the customer. So generally on clicking of this button, I wanted to send email, right? For that lot of Java code is required. So that respect to Java code is completely ready-made for us with something called send email notification. Now if you can call this send email notification on this button click, that is enough. That is enough. So you don't understand or you don't require understanding this Java code. No one will bother about you about this. Okay. But if you wanted to check for Java code for whatever happening in the background, suppose if this is our section, right, where we created, where we are designing complete part. So background HTML code will be there. So if you wanted to check for that HTML or maybe or Java, you can straight away click on this background. Whatever the coding getting generated, you can visualize it. You cannot modify. So PEGA main duty is to generate everything on their own. So there is nothing to be customized from developers end. So whatever background it is generated with, you can view, but you should not modify. Maybe if they are giving an option to modify, then developer one can do it in one way, developer two it in another way. There might be chances of customization. Developer 1 can do it in 2 lines of code, developer 2 maybe with 10 lines of code. Both can get same output, but there might be kind of performance degrading, right? So PEGA main motto is to not to go for any extra customizations from the developers end. Everything it is made ready-made. Okay, you should make use of these things. That is the biggest challenge. Okay, suppose if I'm designing one project completely from zero, consider Amazon project I wanted to do completely from zero. Maybe Flipkart project completely on Pega. So here in Amazon, everything we are doing it from zero, right? So it will take almost like maybe 2 years, just an example. And Flipkart project, since it is already done with Pega, you can simply drag and drop and use backend rules. So it will be done in 1/4 the time of this, 1/4 time. And that too here everything like physically coding. So there might be chances of extra customizations. And here Pega has automatically done. So best performance will be there. So PEGA is claiming like if any application done developed with PEGA, it will be minimum 10 times faster than regular way of design. So design screen number one here as well as screen one here. And this will be little slow and this will be 10 times faster than that in terms of performance. This is what PEGA is claiming officially. Okay, so finally, please go on mute online people. If you are not talking, please go on mute. If you have any question, then not a problem. You can just talk, ask me. But if you are not talking, please go on mute. Any questions anyway? Anyone? Any questions on this? All right. Okay. So please go on mute. So we're understanding if you are given with one web page, UI part like drag and dropping is like pretty easy. Okay, and in this process, this has to be connected for backend also, meaning how and background Java code automatically getting generated that you have to know, and even SQL queries also will be done. SQL queries in the sense if this is the screen. Now I'll enter some data. Okay, I'll enter some data, something like Abdul. Maybe like Rahman. I'm entering some random data. If I click on submit button, so front end it is taking me to the next screen. But background, this data must be stored into database table, right? For that SQL queries must be constructed, right? So you as a developer can check for the data directly from here. So for that, if you can just check here, so data is getting stored in the backend. What is this screen and where are we getting that? You don't bother for now. But what I'm saying is backend part is also, that is like SQL queries also getting done You can see the same content in its background. If I open database table, I can check for its information also. Get it out. Okay, you can just check for this information also. UI part, Java part, and even database part is also done. Okay, in interviews they'll ask you what is the rule or what is the thing you use for this requirement. Suppose on click of this, I wanted to send an email. How do you do this? You need not talk anything about Java code. You have to say like there is something called send email notification that I'll call on this button click, and this email address will pass it like an parameter there. Automatically email will be triggered. This is what you have to say. In that scenario, they will again cross question you. So email is getting triggered for this person, maybe Abdul. Okay. So what is the from address for him? You are saying like everything is ready made, and you are saying like email will be triggered. What is the from address? So if I wanted to customize that from address, suppose in Amazon, if you place an order, you'll get one email, right? You'll get an email. From address will be orders@amazon.com. Maybe if you're canceling that, so still you'll get an email. It might be like cancellation@amazon.com. Maybe if you're like looking for extra information, you'll get an email like enquiry@amazon.com. So from where to customize this from addresses, how to maintain multiple from addresses. Maybe I wanted to send email for bulk customers. How to do that? Consider I'm a bank manager. So today I wanted to send email for all my credit card bank employees. So how to send an email for bulk persons? Or maybe how to send an email midnight 12 o'clock as part of some schedule. So these questions they'll ask you. So you should say like we are having that this I'll use from there to here. In this way you have to talk. You should not talk anything about Java coding or maybe kind of SQL coding. All this will be automated. You have to know its implementation, how to implement that. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions on this so far? Everyone, any questions? Clear kada? Fine. So finally, we're understanding using PEGA, you can design one web application end to end. End to end meaning front end part, Java part, database part. End to end is what we can do. Now I'll give you one modified statement. So using PEGA, we'll develop internal applications of any organization. Our earlier statement was like using PEGA we can develop any application, but now modified statement is using PEGA you'll develop internal applications. What do you mean by internal applications? What do you mean by internal applications? You take any organization. Suppose if this is our city bank, you're going for Citibank as a normal customer. So if you're entering bank, there might be one representative welcoming you, asking for your query. So if you are saying like I'm looking for new credit card, he will ask you to go to counter number one, right? Maybe if you are asking like something like loan, they might ask you to go to counter number two. So if you're asking for something like account creation, go to counter number three. Maybe for cash deposit, go to counter number four. Maybe gold loan, counter number five. Whatever it is, for one particular organization there will be multiple internal applications, and these internal applications are to be used by those employees only. So there will be one credit card employee, he'll use this. There will be one accounts employee, there will be one loan employee, maybe one cashier, or maybe some kind of representative. So these are like different applications. These applications are to be used by those employees only. You as a customer coming here, you are not given access for this application. So this employee will try to register your data with this application. So this application can you access? No, right? You cannot access. This application only these employees can access. That too, these employees only from our bank server they can access it. They cannot go to home and they cannot access this application. So these applications are to be called as internal applications, and technically we call it like an intranet. Getting my point? We call it like intranet application. Okay, all these are like intranet, meaning nothing but server level. only at their server, only by those employees only they can access. Maybe if you wanted to know something about Citibank, generally what you as a normal customer wanted to know more about Citibank. So you'll open Google and search for citibank.com. You'll get some information, right? And this information is like common from every part of the world. So you search from in India, you'll get same information. Maybe you go to Australia and search for the same website, you'll get same information, because this particular information is hosted on internet. If it is on internet, it will be accessed by everyone and from everywhere. Antega? And these applications cannot be accessed by everyone, only its employees only. And these can be accessed only from their server, not from everywhere. So you'll be having generally two types of applications: internet applications and intranet applications. Now what I'm saying is, using PEGA you will be developing these intranet applications. That is our modified statement. Earlier I told you, using PEGA you can develop any application, but modified statement is for internal only. So with PEGA, can't you develop main website? 100% yes, you can do it. 100% you can design main application also, main website also. But no client today is ready to develop their internet applications with PEGA because of license related things. Okay, so they have to take PEGA license, right, just to develop their applications. In terms of PEGA license related part, they will not be using PEGA for their internet applications designing. Okay, so license, PEGA license depends upon two things. So that is number of users as well as number of work objects. Okay, number of work objects or number of users. So you know what is user, but you don't know what is work object, right? I'll talk about this part in coming classes. So for now, concluding statement is, using PEGA we can develop external websites or internet websites also, but we will not use it due to license related issues. And every internal application we will be developing with PEGA. That is what our statement is. Okay, so today if you wanted to, okay, consider this bank itself. So for loans you'll be having one application, for credit card, maybe for accounts there will be different such internet application, sorry, internal applications, right? Consider today you wanted to take one credit card. What you will do? So you need not go for a bank. Okay, so you can just put one inquiry, automatically one representative they will call you. అంతే కదా? And representative will come to your location. He will collect all the documents, and then finally he has to go to the bank and use this application only. So these applications are to be used only by those employees, only from that server. They cannot do it straight away at your home, right? Okay, all these are like for improving their business. Suppose if you are going to IKEA, okay, so you can shop in IKEA maybe from IKEA website, or you can directly visit IKEA store after you selecting certain products. So what you will do? Maybe you'll go to counter number 1, their billing might be happening. Okay, now after that you'll go to counter number 2, maybe for some kind of home delivery. Okay, and maybe you might be going to counter number 3 for some kind of replacement. Maybe if product is not proper, you may go for replacement. Likewise, for IKEA organization there will be one main website, n number of internal applications, right? All these applications are improving their business. Okay, improving their business. And similarly, let me tell you one more example. Suppose if you wanted to book one train ticket, what you will do? If you wanted to book one Tatkal ticket now, yeah, at sharp 10 o'clock, okay, you'll be just opening IRCTC website. Am I correct? You'll open IRCTC website, and there you'll try to enter some input, and based on that you'll expect one ticket confirmation. So can you guarantee that 100% ticket will be confirmed? No, right? You cannot every time guarantee. So this whole process will take like 2 to 3 minutes of time. That to 100 percentage possibility will not be there. Instead of you booking at IRCTC website, if you are going for Tatkal counter, you can directly visit railway counter, right? If you are visiting counter and asking for this train ticket, it will be completed in 10 seconds time, and that too 100% possibilities will be there. So what is happening in this scenario 1 or maybe scenario 2? So scenario number 1 is like you are using one external application where it will be used by millions of users. There might be chances of performance delay. And if you directly go to the Tatkal counter, so you will not access that application. That railway employee has to use that. And if you ever check that application, it will be looking like black and white screen. Maybe if you have looked that, it will be looking like black and white screen, and that particular screen is meant for their business improvement. So this application, if it is looking colorful, no advantage for them. So the application motto here is to be very very fast. And how many Tatkal tickets they issue in that 1 minute or 2 minutes time, their business will be increased a lot. So all these internal applications are to improve their business or to automate their business. This is not meant for any extra styles. Okay, so these internal applications are to be considered as business processing applications. Getting my point? All these internal applications, whatever you are talking, we are understanding, these are to be called as business processing applications. And BPM is one methodology. BPM is one kind of methodology. Under BPM, we are having n number of tools: PEGA, APN, TIPCO, Lombard. Likewise, we are having n number of such tools. All these tools' main duty is to make business processing applications automated. So if any of the tool making this business processing automated, so that is to be considered as BPM tool. So PEGA is one such BPM tool where it is making all these business processing applications automated. Understanding, right? So PEGA is one tool under BPM methodology. There are n number of such tools. Okay, out of which PEGA is like most famous. Why? Because every other BPM tools are not that level automated as compared to PEGA. You take any requirement, with PEGA you can do it automated. You take something different, maybe APN or so, so not that level automated as like PEGA. So every client today, if they wanted to develop their internal applications, they look at PEGA only. No doubt they have to look at BPM tools, out of which PEGA is like topmost in the market because of its automated features, because of its end-to-end solutions to the customers. Okay, understood, right? So finally, or for today, what are we understanding is using PEGA, you can develop internal applications, and that too we concluded PEGA is for developing business processing applications, and PEGA is one BPM tool. Okay, and maybe if you wanted to apply for any jobs after 3 months or 4 months, you'll search it in now career, right? And in that scenario, you will be seeing like PEGA jobs. You'll see something like PEGA PRPC jobs. You'll see something like PEGA CSA jobs, PEGA CSSA jobs, something like PEGA LSA jobs, and you'll select PEGA BPM jobs. Okay, PEGA BPM jobs. So whenever you look at this one, straight away you can apply. Whenever you look at this also, straight away you can apply. Now we understood like BPM is also our related category. What are all these things? This you'll come to know. Okay, that mostly in tomorrow's class will come to know. Okay, so we are supposed to understand few more things about PEGA, so that I'll explain tomorrow, and after that I'll show you our real-time projects. Okay, what projects we'll be covering, and by end of your course, so to what extent you can develop an PEGA application, you'll come to know. So tomorrow itself will set you some expectations, what will be there after 4 months of your design, so that I'll show you in tomorrow's session. Okay, so clear, right, every one of you? Everyone clear?
Yeah.
Any questions, anyone?
Yes.
And whatever the extra questions you might be having, tomorrow no doubt it will be cleared. Okay, so we are ready to discuss few more things, right? So tomorrow no doubt it will be cleared for you. And even after that, if you are having any questions, we'll have like questionnaire session also. There will come to know. Okay. And as I told you today, whoever has joined, please message me on my WhatsApp. So you know this is our WhatsApp number. Okay, this is our WhatsApp number. Just WhatsApp on this number saying like attended today's demo. Please share recording so that whatever the recording we are done, so that will be shared as well as this PPT. This is not completely done, right? So we'll send you PEGA installation related document also. Okay, that also you can try. Please don't forget to message on this. So tomorrow also requesting online, offline to join with the same meeting link, and offline people can directly join tomorrow. Clear? Any questions,
Uh,
anyone?
yeah, hi. This is Israel. Actually,
Yes,
I
sir.
have missed the starting session. So,
Don't
at
worry.
what time daily at what time it will be
So
start
this
the
batch,
class?
yeah, this batch timings will be the same, 8 to 9 a.m. IST. Okay, so you people can come online or offline. Maybe if you wanted to swap in between, also not a problem. So timings will be same, 8 to 9 a.m. IST. And for today, since you have missed a session, so please message us. You have our WhatsApp number, right? So please message us saying like asking for sharing video. So you'll get recording today, and tomorrow sharp at 8 o'clock, don't forget to attend demo. Okay, so tomorrow I'll continue with these remaining things as well as I'll show you the projects also. Clear? Any more questions, anyone? Whatever extra questions you have, you can, it will be automatically cleared tomorrow. And if you feel like wanted to discuss personally tomorrow, so some people wanted to discuss personally, just to talk about their career. So I'm having so and so
I
academic
think there are
abilities.
the
You
yeah.
need to call
Sorry.
me on the same. What is it?
Yeah, I think there are the multiple modules of the multiple modules are there in PEGA, right?
Yes,
So,
yes, that will
what type
be,
of
yeah,
yeah.
good.
Which module we are going to discuss in this coming session?
Module in the sense, PEGA will be providing completely from development phase. It will be providing deployment phase, reporting phase, integration phase, versioning phase. Every such thing we will try to understand. Okay, that what options or what extra things we have in PEGA, that I'm in a plan to cover in tomorrow's session. Don't worry, tomorrow we'll be covering all these things. Additionally, what are extra doubts also we'll understand on our website.
Yeah,
Understood?
Realtime. Yeah.
Sure, right. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Please join tomorrow also the same meeting.
Okay, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.